I just read an article that the condo market in Tampa
Mm.
is now hitting prices from 2006.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Not before the crash, like the height of '06. So we're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's wild to me that the condos are taking the first hit.
yeah, they're a disaster.
And that's, unfortunate with the HOA dues and all that nonsense
The
that's happened.
assessments.
The assessments are crazy and the
Mhm.
laws that have passed. But the single families are not right behind them.
Yeah, I brought up FHA because what people really aren't aware of, that FHA delinquencies, I would have to guess right now, anywhere from 10 to 12% of all FHA mortgages are in default, man. I mean, 1 in 10 FHA mortgages in default. And how many people bought 3 years ago at the height of the market?
Yeah. And now they can't get there underwater.
Yeah, they only put 3.5%
They're
down.
underwater.
Yeah, they started missing payments.
Now they're behind.
Prices are coming down.
Yeah, they can't sell because it costs money to sell.
Yeah.
People don't realize that you have to pay a commission, you have to pay closing costs. You're not breaking even if you bought with 3.5% down 2 years
Yeah.
ago. You're losing.
Yeah, and what's sad is that at the CDP, what we always try to do, and I mean, not everyone is suited to earn my designation, because if someone's goal is to go out there and prey on homeowners and take advantage of them,
It's not for you.
if I get wind of that early on, then now we're going to become a CDPE or stay one. But our goal is to help them stay in the home. Now, sadly, most of the time it doesn't happen because people tend to wait way too long before they reach out for
They
help.
start thinking they can come out of it.
Yeah, and so at that approach, at that time, we switched to, hey, let us help you exit with dignity. And foreclosure is not the only option. And it's just sad that a lot of people don't seek help. They kind of bury their head in the sand and they hope and pray the problem is going to go away. And then as sad is that most real estate professionals aren't equipped.
Well, you know what
The
the problem
counsel.
is too, is a lot of people when they talk to their friends
Yeah.
and instead of a professional. And
Mhm.
so like a lot of people got modifications during COVID, remember? Where
Yeah.
they didn't have to make payments. So a lot of people like, oh, just you're behind, call your bank, they'll do a modification for you. No, that was under a pandemic. Banks aren't just modifying people today.
Yeah, it's a different, what was popular during COVID was a forbearance.
Right.
Yeah, don't make your payments for 6 months. Doesn't matter if you can
12,
afford it or not.
15.
Then 12, and then 18, right? Well, I knew that a lot of folks would never remember that those missed payments are a whole other loan.
They're recorded onto
They're-
the house. Yeah.
You know what's sad? A lot of them aren't even recorded, bro. A lot of them you don't find out unless there's a payoff.
Right. It's on the payoff.
And so
Deferred balance.
Yeah, so people are finding out
When they go to sell.
when they go to sell, and here they're thinking they have equity, and they don't, or they thought they had this much equity,
The
and they
problem
don't.
is that they hear so much news on forgiveness and this and media, and the media just, just like you just said, we were talking about doom and gloom.
Mhm.
They watch the news, and that's where it comes up. And it's like, hey, you need to speak to a professional in your market, find out what's going on, and before, listen, if you're 30 days behind, now's the time to figure out can I get back from that 30 days? Don't go 60, and once you hit 90, it's bad.
Well, what I teach is that things have changed since 2008. The Fed stepped in, and servicers are not allowed to initiate foreclosure action until they're at least 120 days in default. So, okay, you got 4 months. The problem is most people don't do anything productive during those 4 months.
Don't call me on day 119 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And then depending on the state, because foreclosures are done differently in different states because they
I
have
didn't know
different.
that.
Well, the thing is, short sales are done the same all over the country, but how Texas goes about foreclosing is very different from how Florida goes about foreclosing.
Yeah, just learn something new.
So people need to understand what the foreclosure process and timeline is in their individual states. Some states have more time than others. Florida has significantly more time than Texas would.